Good morning, guys.
Good morning, Mom.
Good morning, everybody. Alrighty. Okay, guys. I'm starting my clinic. I've got with you. I'm working with Arewa. Arewa. Yes.
One of the issues that I have is I feel very uncomfortable in my skin.
Okay, why is
I don't
that?
feel comfortable. That's why a lot of times it's not as if I can't be crazy on stage. I just feel so uncomfortable. I feel like people are going to look at me like you look horrible or something.
Wow.
I don't know. I always
joking.
feel very uncomfortable in my skin.
You're joking, seriously. You have to be joking.
Yes.
Because you just have
very...
such a pretty, stunning face. You should take a photograph of you once you are ready for your performance. But this weight is not. I think really, I always say to people that God likes variety, so He doesn't want everybody to be skinny. Do you understand? It's being fit and healthy. That's the key. You saw Immaculate now.
Yes.
Hey, there is no dance on this earth that you want to give Immaculate that she can't do, and she's just so flexible. Her size for her is not an impediment. Do you understand? So I don't think it should be the same for you. And Immaculate is big and bold. She's big, and everything. She's got it, but all the packaging is there. And she just moves on, So I really wouldn't worry about it. And you're not big at all. Just be fit. Okay, get me Ada. Thank you. Well done. What issues have you had?
Yeah.
And what issues are you having?
Okay, there was a point where I felt like I was the weakest link. Like I actually felt that because I felt like it was just my performance that was helping the voice. The voice wasn't there. I just felt like it was the performance that was backing it up a bit. So people didn't notice the voice so much because I was performing.
Okay.
And then there were times where we just, with everyone, because everybody laughs at everybody in the house. Everybody laughs at everybody when it's called for and when it's not called for.
So, okay.
But there were times where I noticed that people always, that was when I started getting conscious of myself. They're always like, I don't want to do now, yeah, see show. So then I started having, I was always pulling back a bit. And I was always pulling back a bit. In class, I didn't put so much anymore. It's only when you ask me questions that I answer. And I think Uncle Ben and Miss Iggy noticed it, so they just tend to, Ada, come and do this. What are you doing? Do this. So I was like, let me just, at least let me be getting the small informations I need. I'll just sit down and listen. Then when it's time for me to deliver, I will deliver. Thank God that none of them will see me on stage. Let me do what I need to do on stage and I calm down. Whatever wants to happen after that, no problem.
Okay, what Uncle Ben and Miss Iggy were trying to do with you was the kind of thing that happens when you have an accident. If you have an accident, and you're the one driving, people get you to drive immediately afterwards so that you're never scared of driving again. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And so because of your self-consciousness, they were trying to pull you out so that you wouldn't stay in that zone of being self-conscious. And honestly, that's the remedy to that kind of thing. When people are laughing at you, push what it is that they're laughing at more, they stop because they see it doesn't get to you. You've really developed a lot in the house. There's a confidence, there's a, and honestly, trust this thing that I say, because you a lot of times you can't breathe properly, but I'll do it with the rest of the class, is just bring out all the breath that you have in you, okay? Just keep pushing out.
You don't have a choice but to take it in.
And you will take it in and it will fill up everywhere. Whereas if you're trying to do it, now let me breathe, you probably just won't breathe beyond here. Whereas what you want to do is breathe so that your entire lungs, your diaphragm is everything is functioning. So just breathe. Maybe just that this other person is singing. When they start their song, start the breathing out.
Okay.
And taking your breath. You'll be surprised at how relaxed you're going to be. Yeah. Okay. Good work.
I don't know how to be in a place with people.
Okay.
Yeah.
You like your own company. You're very comfortable in your own company.
Yeah, it's very draining when I'm with people.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's
wow.
like I have to
make an effort.
So much energy, and I'm really very in my head a lot. So I like my space. When I'm there, I'm stronger and I feel good and I'm happy. And when I come out, okay, effort. Because it's true. It's true now. And if I don't do that, I don't know. I get the vibe that people wouldn't talk to me if I don't try.
So you make the effort, which is good. And I think that's all anybody can ask, to make the effort, So and sometimes you'll succeed and sometimes you don't succeed. Continue with the ones you succeed with and forget the ones you don't succeed with. It's as simple as that. So, any issues?
Issues? None. I guess it's just getting comfortable in my own space.
Okay.
That's when it comes to performing. I think that's probably what it is for me right now. And then there's, I don't know, there's this, I don't know whether that's called it a fear or a worry that I'm catching up too late and things are almost over. Everybody has decided who their contestant is.
No, you really shouldn't worry about that, but just keep doing what you're doing. I mean, I thought the way you came in for your solo, where it was just so deliberate, you were so zoned in, it was so beautiful. That's it. We tell you now, perform, just perform. Do you understand? Just entertain.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yes. Okay, call everybody. Don't bother calling everybody, I'm going. Well done.
So, my name is Michael Ogun. I run Sony Music West Africa. I'm based in Lagos, I oversee the West African region. So, I was invited to come and talk to you guys about the music business. It's important for you guys to remember that it's a competition. You have to be likable. I think that's probably the number one thing for me, and I would say the same thing for a lot of executives across the world. It's likability, right? You could be the most talented person, the best songwriter. If you have a bad attitude, you're gonna find it hard to break into the industry. You have to work with radio. You have to work with the media, with the press. You have to work with the blogs. You have to do these shows. These things are all manned by people, right? If you don't have the right attitude, and it's generally an attitude of, even if you're talented, you have to have a humble attitude, especially when you're starting out, right? You have to be likable. It's massively important. Likability is massively, massively, massively important. Ambition. Ambition is massively, massively important. We want to see how ambitious you are. And investing in people is very, very risky business. It's massively risky because at the drop of a hat, you can just change your mind and say, oh, well, I don't want to do this anymore. Then what happens to everything that we've invested? So we need to know that you are ambitious and you do have what it takes and you will go the whole distance. Other most important things, right? Some people think it comes first, right? But I think probably in that order it comes last. It's going to be talent. I really think so, because let's be very honest, we've seen a lot of superstars, like global, mega superstars, even from Nigeria, from different places, a superstar across Africa. They may not be the most talented person, right, in terms of their craft, but they've understood where their strengths lie, and they've been talented enough to have the other two things, which is likability and ambition, and they've been able to pair up with other people who are also extremely talented. You've heard of Frank Sinatra before. Who's heard of Frank Sinatra? Yeah. You know Frank Sinatra literally never wrote a song in his life.
What?
Yeah, he didn't. But he was massively talented. You think he's a fantastic artist. He was a fantastic entertainer. He had writers. Elvis Presley. You guys heard about someone called Elvis Presley?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. He didn't write that much, but he was likable. He had charisma. You'd see him, he'd be doing this thing on stage, acting, whatever. He'd do all his dances and stuff, right? As in, he was massively talented. So his talent was being able to identify people he can work with. And I'm sure you guys can think about people, in Africa as well. They may not be the best singer. They may not be the best rapper, right? They may not be the best dancer or whatever, but they are still monsters in their field. They're still potentially superstars because they've understood how to actually use their strengths and obviously leverage off other people's strengths.
There's something about the competition that keeps you gearing up as in, that all week you're working. Yeah. I'm worried that when I get out, I might just be basking in the glory of winning Project Fame, and I just go and lie on my bed and I'm like, I won for 1 month.
No. Don't worry about that. You when you come out, the honest truth is you're gonna need to rest. I mean, that's just the deal. You're gonna need to rest. Isn't like, it's like athletes, right? After the Olympics, win or lose, they have to rest. Before their bodies need to cool down. You need to chill. You need to be around family and friends. You need to obviously potentially watch yourself and start learning, okay, this is why I did well, this is why I did badly. I think you need that time to kind of strategize.
What are the things that we should look out for when we are out there before getting signed up to a record label? What are those things that when we see, we should know that, okay, they have plans, future plans for you?
Okay. I mean, for me, the most important thing is talking to someone, right? Because when you talk to someone, you can generally get an idea. I'm sure you get a gut feeling. This person is genuine or they're not genuine. And you need to be able to develop that gut feeling in this business, right? This person is genuine, they're not genuine, right? So as in that for me is probably number one, being able to talk to them, ask about their plans. Because you can have someone that has just woken up and said he wants to be in the music business and he could really, really mean it. He could be willing to put everything, his skin in the game and put everything else into it to make it a success. Maybe that's his personality. You can also have the guy who wakes up and says, I want to have a record label, and he doesn't mean it. Right? So you need to be able to talk to that person, to be able to see, okay, so what have you done anything in the music industry? Is this a flight? You need to figure, is this real or is this a flight of fantasy? You have some people who set up labels purely because they want to be able to get into the clubs and be with the artists. Do you understand? They just want the limelight. Do you understand? They have a label because they want to become popular. Don't just look at money in a deal, right? Look at the person, how genuine they are. Their track record is important. They may not have track record, they may have track record. It's better to work with people that have track record or that have been smart enough to employ people onto the label with that track record. Right? Because you don't want to go in a situation where every single last person around you is learning and you may even know more than all of them. Because then, your ideas may not always be, taken, as the best ones. And then in the same vein, they may say, oh, well, it's my money, it's my idea. It's either you do what I say or you get out, you jump. Right? So don't just sign any deal. Right? It's important to have a team. It's important to have a legal advisor on your team. Don't just jump into any deal. When you're talking to a label and potentially signing with a label, what kind of genre is that label about? right? Do they have a home for me on this label? You can't be an R&B singer and sign to a hip-hop label. Do you understand? It will be very hard for that hip-hop label to actually make it work. You know, there have been a lot of labels who have signed pretty bad deals for artists. Be careful, right? Be careful. There's a lot of sharks out there who are just gonna try and use you, you know, so you need to be careful because, you know, it's a long-term thing and you don't wanna get put off. If this is the thing you're gonna die doing, you don't wanna start off on the wrong foot. So be massively careful. Good talking to you guys. It's been fantastic. You know, I hope I haven't bored you guys too much. Hope you guys have, you know, got some things on board. It's a business after all. You know, it's definitely, you know, I love what I do. You know, what they say is if you're doing what you love, you never work a day in your life. I don't feel like I work. I mean, this is how I go to work. I'm coming from the office now, right? So, you know, I know you guys are going to love what you do. And we're going to meet up once you guys are done, definitely. Maybe go out for a drink, who knows, right? But fantastic, fantastic stuff you guys doing here and good luck. Yeah? No problem.
Oh, here, wait.
Hello.
Hello. What's up?
What is this?
Are you okay?
Hi. How are you guys?
All right, let's go with the songs. Schweppes, you have to do it. Yes, you can. It's high life now. Oh yeah, let's see it. That's it, Hannah. God help you. But you get a feel of what you should be doing. All this. Boom, boom. Okay, so that's disco, really. We'll give you more disco steps. Okay. Yeah. Boom. Yeah, that's it. It's disco, so, but it's calm. So we're not going to do too many. Okay. Fuji Garbage song and dance itself is this. And then you have the shoulder. Yeah. You see, this is where Shakiti Baba originated. But this is the era of Shina Peters. The show. I'm telling you, go to a party, just be checking it. To dance to my new Fuji Garbage, rise up to dance to my new Fuji Garbage. Fuji, rise up to dance to my new Fuji Garbage. Rise up to dance to my new Fuji Garbage. I go dance with my city. Oh. Sorry, go again. I go dance to my city. Oh. That's what it is, Mama. I don't know why they are those stupid easy. Okay. I'm sure you're not doing it as long as this, but... Next song, who is next? Enjoyment? I want Jelen Kettins. You want to do a dance to it? Easy. It's like mellow level.
One keresi number one. You know what it means? Number one. One keresi number one. One keresi number one. Exactly. One keresi number one. One keresi number one. Keep going now. Keep going. But your facial expression should be the songs. Exactly. They're smaller than us. Feel it. So you said I was dry. Let's go. You pack it. Next.
2,500.
Next. Life goes better for you. That is the life version.
Yeah, your mama, yeah, your papa. Life goes better for you.
And you can have very...
I don't understand. There's Yoruba in this song, though. I'm going to sing Yoruba.
If you go follow your footsteps. Next song.
They like Kumi and reggae. Kumi is a reggae girl. Kumi, they're telling you the type of music you should do. Reggae music. Music that you like.
And the girl.
Like a keyboardist.
Oh my God. Keep going. Keep going. So his money has gone too. He's not feeling sleepy.
Ada.
Next moment.
Ada.
Next moment. I should get Victoria to come and give you some lessons. Okay, let's go. This is a combio.
Don't call names, baby. Don't call names.
Hey, do that. Abriba. Are you Abriba? Yeah, close. All close.
Who really talking? Who really dog?
But they have more.
No, all the vibrato in this one you have is that.
Brought to you by MTN.